If I try to be boring, then I won't be bored. If I am disciplined, then I won't have to seek joy. If I stick to my own schedule, then fulfillment is inevitable. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jake Anthony and Beyond. I'm out here doing a little rumination on the ego and being boring on purpose. So you know how the body reacts to fear in the form of anxiety? Like you could start shaking, you could tense up, you could start yelling, you could start crying, run away. These are all physical reactions to fear. And I think if the ego is convinced that your life is not perfect, it reacts in the form of laziness and low self-worth. You could call it a surrender to settling, or a manifestation of effortlessness, or an acceptance of your dreams not manifested. It's as if the ego already knows that you're not capable. So, what do we do? I think it's about unlearning what the ego has been reacting to and replacing it with silence, stillness, mindfulness, but most importantly, this is what I'm getting to, consistency, repetitiveness. Because the ego loves to predict things. That's all it does is think about the past and future to try to predict the next thing. Otherwise, it would die in the present moment, which is what we really want. That's why all it does is cling to the past and future, otherwise known as pain. The ego loves to predict pain. So circling back to being boring on purpose, give your ego something to predict. Give it a healthy addiction. Give it consistency. Give it a schedule. Be consistent with passions. Be consistent with love. Be the one who controls the repetitiveness. Be boring on purpose. What can you be repetitive with? What can you be consistent with that fulfills the ego enough to replace the pain that it attaches itself to? Because the ego attaching itself to pain is the easiest thing it can do. I can think of something I'm afraid of right now, and the ego could just steep it in a cup of hot water made of suffering. You get me? An example, exercising. I think movement is a fuel for inspiration, but exercising consistently is a healthy addiction, and it can be something that can replace a part of what the ego is trying to predict. So be boring on purpose, be repetitive, and the joys of life will just kind of happen. Because if you're not repetitive or if you're not consistent in something that could positively impact your life, then all you're left with is the ego predicting something painful, something about the past, something about the future. It's never in the moment, and that's where depression and anxiety manifest, So be boring on purpose and be pleasantly surprised. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the Ruminations, and I will see you in the next video. Much love, much everything, because you are everything.